Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. I am Screen Scene Guru, and today I'll be discussing Death of a Unicorn. I recently watched this on Prime Video, and I had a blast watching. So going into the story for this, if you guys haven't seen the trailer, this did come out earlier in the year, I believe around February. So going into the story, a father and daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn while on a route to a weekend retreat, where his billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous creative properties, curative properties. So very interesting story here, guys. This was written and directed by alexscharfman. So I haven't heard of him before, but really fantastic job. Going into some of the cast, like I said, the dad is played by Paul Rudd, the daughter by Jenna but we also got the rich billionaire played by Richard E. Grant. I love him. He's great. He was in the Loki TV series and many other things. We've got his wife played by Tia Leone, so really great actress as well. She was in Jurassic Park 3. And then we've got their son Will Poulter, which I think he was a star in this sea of actors and actresses. He was a big-time star. And, of course, Anthony Cargan, the butler, who lived at the end. I really liked him. But, yeah, I really like this story. Of course, their weekend retreat, I believe Elliot, Paul Rudd's character, is like an accountant or a financier for their company. He's trying to become a partner, and he's basically doing anything to get on their good graces. So March, it came out back in March, guys. Very interesting story where, Jenna Ortega connects to the unicorn after she touches its horn, and then Paul Rudd begins to graphically beat it with, I think, he had a golf club, which was very interesting, in a rental car. So it is a bit of a dark comedy, dark fantasy, but I highly recommend for people that are into unicorns and all kinds of stuff like that. Very interesting storyline, definitely, with the humans, the lore they go into for the unicorns, the tapestries. I love that. Will Poulter's a hoot, especially when they start injecting themselves with the unicorn's blood. They start going into this weird alchemy section of the movie where they're trying to heal themselves, of course, because the dad is sick, and they believe this is a cure for cancer. So very interesting. You see the parents arrive looking for their child pony, unicorn. So that's very interesting. They're black when you first see them. So that's very interesting. But later on in the film, they portray a spell, if you will, when they resurrect the pony unicorn, and they bring back the dad, Paul Rudd. Very emotional. Good story all around for an original. Highly recommend you guys check this out. But yeah, that are my thoughts on Death of a Unicorn. It came out this year, 2025. Definitely go out and check it out, guys. If you haven't already, it's on Prime Video now. But just before I go, I do have a bit of movie notes. So for those of you that have been checking out my videos in the past few days, had a bit of a audio disruption troubles, but now hopefully everything's working fine. We did get a first poster for Masters of the Universe, so that was really cool to see. I'm not exactly sure who the actor is. I'm going to have to pull that up real quick. Masters of the Universe. Live action, maybe? Okay, let's see what pops up. Okay, live action Masters of the Universe movie delivers schedule release. It's supposed to be coming out June 5th, 2026. We have heard rumors and allegations. Directed by Travis Knight, Nicholas Galzantine. Okay, so that's who we got as the main He-Man. It seems like the story is going to be set on Earth. That's very interesting. MGM, Amazon is going to be releasing it next year. But we are hearing allegations of, Skeletor, played by Jared Leto, is fighting a sexual assault case in court. It's going to hurt him a bit. I'm wondering if it's going to affect the budget or the release date of the film in any. I mean, it is coming out a while. It does have a few months out, a year and a plus some. But we do have in October Tron Ares coming out. Will that hurt it? I'm wondering. Also, we've got, let's see, I want to say, Nicholas Galzantine as Prince Adam / He-Man, but also we've got some Riverdale casting for the sister, I believe, is going to be someone from Riverdale. Not exactly sure who. I think it's Becky, maybe? Or it's actually, I think, Victoria. I'm getting that right now. Victoria. So let me see if I can get back out of here. They got a He-Man live action cast. Oh, okay. We've got Masters of the Universe star Nicholas Galzantine as He-Man, Jared Leto as Skeletor, other notable cast members being Camila Mendez as Tila. Okay, and then Alison Brie as Evelyn, and Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms. It's a really interesting cast announcement. We did hear that not Michael B. Jordan, but I think it's Jordan Peele wants to work on a Barney film with Purple Dinosaur, but it's going to be a horror film. So that's very interesting news as well. Going back to my show notes real quick, I want to address, let's see, a lot of people have been on the internet speculating if Robert Pattinson will be our Batman in the DCU. It sounds like, from what we're hearing, James Gunn wants him to return, but we're not sure if he's going to be our main Batman. So that's very interesting. Nintendo is having record Nintendo Switch 2 sales, beating out stations like Xbox, PlayStation, etc. So that's very fascinating. James Gunn also addressed characters that die in his universe will stay dead. So that's very fascinating. Let's see. Oh, we got Tom Rhys Harries was cast as Clayface. So that was very interesting to hear. And it's going to be set in the DCEU, or DCU rather, animated feature next year in 2026. Going to be getting Ryan Reynolds is going to star in a Dragonslair film for Netflix. That's very interesting to hear. Daniel Day-Lewis is supposed to come out of retirement to be in Robert Eggers' prequel to The Witch. So that's interesting. Blade reports, I heard Blade's back in production. It's going to be released in 2028, supposedly. So what are your thoughts on all that movie news? As well as Jurassic World, set to release early on July 2nd, taking that July the 4th weekend date. So I thought that was very fascinating. Given the month of July is going to be stacked full of films. Jurassic World was going to get Jurassic World Rebirth, should I say, was going to get buried between the comic book movies Superman and Fantastic Four. So they decided to move it up a bit and give it that holiday release date, which is fantastic. Really excited about that. Lucasfilm announced that Rey will return for several projects, so I thought that was very interesting to hear. Kathleen Kennedy is talking about a new path forward with Dave Filoni and Carrie Beck, but it sounds much like the old path forward, with new projects being jammed in to fill in the time gaps. So that's very interesting. Matt Reeves is supposed to be turning in a script on Monday, so it's very exciting. We heard from Jeff Schneider's Hot Mic. Also, we've got a, Scary Movie 6 is going forward with the Wayans brothers returning to direct and write the script, apparently. We've got Legendary teams up with Netflix to make a Land of the Lost TV show, so that's very interesting news. I'm a big fan of the Will Ferrell, Danny McBride movie that came out just a few years ago. It seems like they're going back to rebooting television from movies back to TV. So that's very fascinating. Hoping it's going to be a lot like Lost in Space on Netflix. I like that show. I just never caught around to watching the third and final season. but now I might catch up. What do you guys think of all the movie news that's coming out? We currently have stories dropping all the time on the channel, so be sure to like, comment down below. What are your thoughts? Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and you can follow me on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, @SceneScreenGuru for more good movie news and television topics. So until next time, guys, I'm going to say ciao and have a good one. I'm signing off. Bye-bye.